everybody outside the shy. Episode 5?
Number 5,
Yeah.
my guy. We there.
5? High five everybody out there. Yeah, what up, what up, what up? Man, bro, what a time it's been.
It's been a time, man. It's been a week.
It is. It's been a week, boy. I tell you.
Bro.
Whew, I could go on and on about it, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
This is always a bright spot for me when I get to hang out with my guy and we get to do this pod and
Yes, sir.
And so here we are and happy to be here, man. Obviously we got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna have to turn off this beeping here that's happening in my ear. But anyway,
Demetrius, your pods are probably dying, bro.
yeah, no, it's because there's messages coming in.
Oh, okay.
And since we had to adapt real quick, since we changed up how we're doing things.
We're trying to upgrade around here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we are. Work in progress. Work in progress. Speaking of upgrading, the Chicago Bears trying to upgrade,
bro. I mean, listen, man. We got the news today. The Bears are looking. They're looking. They're not moving. They're looking at Northwest Indiana. It's going to be, I guess it's a big plot of land out in Hammond, Indiana.
Yep.
I'm going to read this to you, man. The Chicago Bears' endeavor for a new stadium took a meaningful step forward Thursday, opening the door for their storied franchise to leave Illinois to potentially build a new dome stadium in Northwest Indiana. Indiana lawmakers and the State House Ways Committee unanimously approved an amendment to Indiana State Bill 27 by a 24-0 vote on Thursday that would clear a path for the Bears to build a stadium in Hammond, Indiana. JC, I'm going to let you start, man. You let me know how you feel about this. The Bears potentially moving to Indiana. But for the folks that don't know, man, Chicago and Hammond are like, it's
Chicagoland.
You could spit and hit, you know what I'm saying? But
hey, bro, I had somebody. I got 1,000 messages today. Like, hey, bro, how do you feel about Chicago moving to Indiana? I'm like, y'all chill out. Like, first of all, you can see the Chicago skyline from Hammond. Like, it is literally like where we live, where me and Charles live. It's gonna be the equivalent of driving from Valley View to Brooklyn. I mean, literally, that's the equivalent of where we're at. I think 30 minutes max, really. And I'm going to be honest, Charles, and I may drop a few expletives in this one. I've been pretty good about holding them back, but I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think the Bears give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't. Like, I think they're so tired. They are so tired of dealing with Illinois, Governor Pritzker, and all of those politics that go on in Illinois. I mean, they wanted tax certainty in Arlington Heights for good reason. All they were asking for is what other clubs get with other cities, when it comes to property taxes. That's all they were asking for. And they wanted some help with infrastructure. They wanted help there. And Hammond, Indiana was like, you know what? Come on down.
Right.
We'll take care of all of it. Just come on in. Now, you don't own it. They won't own it. The Bears won't own it. But they will be, I think what they refer to it as being the superintendent of the facility.
Okay.
And so now, with all of this being said and that news that broke, I think that it's not over. I still think everything is still in play. I think Arlington Heights is still in play. I think there's a lot of people that still believe that's exactly where they're going to end up. But they did take a big step today with Hammond.
I look at it, man, and again, just skimming over this article on ESPN, the lease for the Bears does not end until 2033. So
correct.
We still have 7 more years of this, okay, potentially. We talked off camera, man, and you brought up some great points. It's still Chicagoland area. My only thing is, man, it's just Soldier Field has been such a staple in that city for so many years. So to not have that team there, it's gonna be a weird feeling. And then you just got this empty stadium that's gonna be sitting on the lakefront, bro. What do they do with that now? I'm a city, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a city guy. You can't just go in there and like just blow the whole thing up. You can't do that. That's too much too much history in that building to be like, well, it's an eyesore. We gotta blow it up.
Right. I'm gonna tell you my part. I'm gonna let you finish, but I'm gonna give you my part.
I honestly think I'm with you. I think this is kind of just like a leverage for the Bears to get that Arlington Heights spot because I just don't see how the Bears leave the state of Illinois. I don't see how that happens. And look,
bro,
again, where it's at, it's beautiful. I saw somebody went over there and did like had a little video on their camera.
I mean, you're gonna have body of water.
You're gonna have the water.
Bro, you're gonna build paradise.
You're gonna have the space.
I mean, I'm gonna just tell you, it's gonna be a hell of a lot better than Soldier Field.
Yeah.
And here's what I'm also gonna say. I have seen some Bears fans who have claimed they've never been to Soldier Field. No offense, but why do you have such a big damn opinion about where they play at if you've never been? Because had you been to the stadium, you would understand completely why they need a new stadium.
Right.
Because it is not a good experience.
Now I 100% agree. They need a new stadium. But to move it to a whole different state, that's your drink too, bro. That's
Coke Zero.
You know
Coca-Cola.
Me. You know where I'm at.
I do.
You see where I'm at.
I know. But it's about time that, we start getting hit up by all these people, but it's about time that some of these people start calling us, texting us, emailing us.
Hey, let me tell you,
Normally I'd have an Alani, but since we working this pod a little later, that's my go-to.
Come on, listen, I'm hooked on those joints. I'm hooked on those joints now, bro. Hooked. Do you hear me?
2 a day.
Hooked. Oh my God.
I do 2 a day, bro, because I don't drink coffee. I don't drink coffee. I love the smell of coffee.
Yep.
Love it. Love the smell. Cannot stand the taste, bro. Cannot. And the only way I could drink that stuff is to make it about a 900-calorie drink.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to do. See, I like to eat my calories. I don't want to drink them.
This is why we brothers, because I
no doubt.
Look, wifey makes her coffee in the morning. I'll be like, dang, that smells amazing. I go to taste it. I'm like, it is trash. It's terrible. But I
can't do it, bro.
I went to, I had to go cover something. And I was like, well, let me go try these Alanis. You drink them. The guy I work with drinks them. There's a couple other people in the station that drink them. Let me try one.
Bro, I've been on them since the day they started.
I got the orange dreamsicle joint.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So I kid you not, the next day, I went to the same gas station and I picked up 2. I got the orange kiss and then I got the cherry slushy.
Hey, that's my number 2.
Bro.
Number one for me is pink slush. Number 2 is cherry slush.
Okay.
Number 3 is probably cotton candy.
Really?
Yeah, bro. If you hadn't had cotton candy, for whatever reason, I think I like the sweeter ones.
Yep.
That's kind of my thing. You either like the sweet ones or you like the other ones. Like Strawberry Sunrise is good, but it's not as sweet. It's got a little bite to it. I do like it. I do like it.
So somebody told me to try that one. Somebody told me to try the Strawberry Sunrise. That's the one that's got like the mango in it.
Yeah, my daughter loves. I think it's Cosmic Stardust. Okay. She likes it. But yeah, man, like this should be outside the Shy Pod, brought to you by Alani. Like.
Facts,
yeah,
yo.
I mean, for real, I drink 2 a day. Like I got the plug, bro. I got the plug in J-Town, bro. And homeboy has every flavor. And by the cases, I roll in. He goes, I ain't gonna say I says it because somebody will say that I'm making fun of somebody, so I ain't gonna do it. Y'all ain't getting me. Y'all ain't doing it. I know you're gonna try to do it. You're gonna try to do it. But he was like, I'm just saying, it's what he did. He looked at me. He was like, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. We're gonna get this shit canceled before we even start. But I'm telling you, bro, he was like, you need help? And I'm like, yeah, I guess so. Loading them in, boy. Hey, how many you need? You want them all? And I'm like, hey, because seriously, when I leave, one going with me on the way to work.
Bruh.
And then typically about 3 or 4, or if we got a game to cover,
yeah,
I'm going to have one with me at the game. As you know, I'm always going to have one with me.
100% tomorrow. Y'all, we're recording this Thursday. Friday is a busy day for me. I got baseball at 3 o'clock, and then I got to go cover 2 high school basketball games. So I guarantee you I will have one at some point tomorrow in between baseball and
bro.
And I got to be on TV that night. So, yeah. But listen, man, those Alanis, I'm hooked, bro. I'm hooked.
We just did a whole segment on Alani. Alani, your people call my people. Hey, and by the way, they were purchased, they were bought out a few months ago by Pepsi. So it's now a Pepsi product. So, yeah. Listen, they might not like my Coke Zero endorsement, but I do love me some Coke Zeros. It's my favorite drink.
Bro, your can is coordinated with your fit today. Boy, you just dripped out, man. Come on now. Come on, man.
I was planning on doing a Coke Zero commercial. It goes a little something like this. Coke Zero. JC drinks this shit. So should you.
Let me know how that airs. How that goes on.
They'll be like, we're putting it right on. It's gonna be right up there with the damn back when Pepsi commercial was Michael Jackson's hair caught on fire. Rest in peace. King of Pop. Rest in peace. I think that's what happened to his nose. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh God. Oh my God.
His face melted.
Oh Lord.
I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, by the way. Like,
we are too.
Huge.
We love
huge.
All right.
Huge Michael Jackson. All right. Back to Chicago Bears. Hammond.
So listen, man. I think the Bears are just trying to leverage their way into Arlington Heights. You know what I mean? Like there's no way that Warren and that group is like, hey, let's just pick up and go. The
only one, but I'm gonna say this: I don't think Kevin Warren gives a shit.
So here, okay, my take with him,
George McCaskey. I think George McCaskey is probably the one that is like, all right, Kevin, you think we can keep it? You know what I mean? Like, but when you think about it, like we've talked about, bro, the 49ers playing Santa Clara. That's 1 hour from San Francisco. You know, the Dallas Cowboys play in Arlington, Texas. They don't even play in Dallas. Yeah. And they're not the same, by the way. Arlington and Dallas, not the same.
They're not.
The Jets and the Giants playing East Rutherford, New Jersey. You know, like the list goes on and on and on. Houston Texans, they play like 30 minutes from downtown Houston. Yeah. Like this is not that wild.
It's rare that you have teams that
now
play.
The Bears are a charter franchise. They're a charter franchise, and that's probably what's kind of – and then, you know, obviously if you've ever sung Bear Down in your life, Bear Down Chicago Bears, it talks about the pride of Illinois and Chicago. And, I mean, I get it. But also Go Cubs Go says you can catch all the action on WGN, and they ain't been on WGN in years. You know, and guess what? Cubs still winning.
So you know what's funny? I was looking at signing up to get MLB has this thing like where you can do like different packages for different teams, right? So I was like,
Charles,
hold on,
just use my shit.
I got you. I'm definitely gonna reach out to you. But I was looking at it. I was like, well, let me see if the Cubs got a package. And I'm looking. I'm like, dang, they don't have nothing. I was like, where do the Cubs go? Where are the Cubs at now? And what is it now? It's
Marquee. So Marquee, but where we're at, bro, unless you have, I think it's Direct TV with Marquee, you can't see. No, you're gonna have to have the MLB extra innings, which is what I got. I got that because I can't miss a game. Like I can't miss one.
So I'm a T-Mobile guy, right? Last year, T-Mobile gave us MLB for free, right?
Yep.
I'm sitting here waiting, like, come on, ain't got
not happening.
Yeah, not happening.
It's not gonna happen. They was like, you paying for that this year.
I said, come on,
you don't got the coupon code.
Look, the 1 year I'm like, yes, I'm into baseball. I'm ready to watch. They're like, sorry for you.
I got you. I got you. So, I can't miss a Cubs game. Like I've said before on this pod, if I'm to where I'm driving, I'm gonna have Pat and Ron playing through the app on in my vehicle, and then if I'm at my office or at home or on the road traveling, I don't miss a Cubs game. I just don't. It just kind of gives me peace. A year ago when I was in the hospital, I got to watch opening day in the hospital in intensive care. But I wasn't missing it. I had because the hospital TVs are terrible.
So bad.
The cable that they have, terrible. The internet, terrible. So I just had to set my iPad up and run off that 5G and watch Cubs, on my iPad in the hospital.
That hotspot went quick, didn't it?
Luckily, I'm good. I got unlimited. So, but no, bro. But seriously, we got Cubs baseball. We've got White Sox Cubs.
Yeah, man.
Opening up spring training.
It's here, bro. It's how you feeling? What do you think? Where do you think the Cubs are right now?
It's almost the same team from a year ago. You removed Tuck and you add Bregman. Obviously a retooled bullpen, and then being able to enhance the starting pitching a little bit. Hell, we've got as many starting pitchers with the Cubs as the Bulls have guards. So there's a correlation there, I guess. So you're not gonna have any lack of pitching. But no, I'm excited. I love baseball season. I think I love baseball season because you have a game every day, and maybe it's not your team every day, but you have baseball every day.
Yep.
And so I'm great with that. I love
October.
It. Jeez. Yeah. And so it kind of helps you kind of bridge that gap with the NFL offseason. Obviously, next week is the Combine. I will be in Indianapolis, Lord willing.
We'll talk about that.
I thought I was going to be there too, but I'll be in Indy. And, honestly, probably while we're there, me and Charles will do a pod, while I'm in Indy. We'll give you some rundown. Planning on, obviously, I'll have content that we will drop on our YouTube channel, on all of our socials. I'll have Ben Johnson. I'll have Ryan Poles. I'm going to catch up with some Chicago media guys there while I'm there. I'm going to catch up with some other NFL guys while I'm there. I'll be at the Combine from beginning almost till end. And so we'll have a lot of NFL content hitting the Outside the Shy YouTube channel and the socials. And so we'll have all of that content. So we're going to have plenty to talk about, Charles, because I know you and I was talking about that, just going from how we bridge the gap from when football season ends. We have baseball. We've got college basketball, which has been phenomenal. Amazing. Right now. And we've got March. March is just around the corner. And so, obviously we got the Bulls in mind when we think about that. A-Cuff, by the way, again.
Listen, man,
I might have to backtrack. I might have to be like, okay, maybe he is the best guard that Calipari's ever coached.
I'm like, yo, do we move Giddey to the 2 and let A-Cuff just run point? Because that dude, 49 the other night.
Here's what I'm going to say.
He played every minute of that game.
If we have to have 10 guards, we have to have 10 guards. Whatever. If it means we get him, sign me up. Y'all know how I feel about the Razorbacks. I'm not a fan.
At all.
But
and I can say that here.
I can't stand them.
I can say that here.
I mean, you can say it here because this is ours.
Yeah.
But
anywhere else, I gotta be.
But that dude.
Listen, man. I think if he falls to the Bulls, he's gonna be hard to pass up. He's gonna be hard.
We do know who's currently in charge.
I know, and that's the scary part. Like this, but you know what's funny, man? I was watching.
I'm gonna kidnap him. I'm kidnapping AK, and I'm gonna lock him. I'm gonna lock him away somewhere until the draft is over. I'm getting him and Eversley, and they're gonna be like, "Who's drafted? Me and Charles. Me and Charles.
Send the card. Send the card.
We got it right now. What do you mean we can't get A cup? We're trading up. We're trading everything. Benny the Bull just got traded for the number 1 overall pick.
We're trading second round pick.
A lifetime supply of Italian beef. And we go throw in 14 cases of Alani. We got it. Done.
Let's go.
With the first overall pick in the 2026 NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select. Brother, I'm just saying, I don't trust that dude. I don't trust those guys to make any decision. Bro, he could be just like sitting there, like right here. They're gonna be like, I tell you what, we're gonna get like this dude with 17 vowels in his name from Lower Serbia. He's gonna be a project. And by the 5th year, he's going to have 2 points per game average.
Can we talk about how the Bulls B-League team is more exciting to watch than the Bulls main roster?
The Windy City Bulls, baby.
Like, listen, I don't know if you saw the alley-oop the other night from Yuki.
I did.
I was like, yo, what? That team's more fun to watch. Give me that.
Maybe we put the G League against the NBA team.
That would be an interesting matchup.
Chicago Bulls versus Windy City Bulls. Let's go.
That'll be a fun thing that'd be fun to watch.
I don't know, bro.
The Bulls. In fact, they're on right now. I got it up right now. They're down 53-45 to Toronto. There's just no path for that team. There's just my concern with the Bulls this offseason, we're going to have all this money. We're going to have all
Who are we going to spend it on?
But what are we going to do with it? Because we go into next season and the season after that with all this money and all these picks and we have nothing to show for it. It's pointless, man. It's going to be pointless.
No, and that's – like I said, I think in the last episode, what I'm hoping that happens is, and again, I don't ever hope for anyone to lose their job.
Yep.
But there should be a change. I mean, like, performance is everything. We all, in our professions, we all have standards and guidelines to meet.
Yep.
And if we aren't meeting them, somebody else will,
Yep.
And all jokes aside, I know we joke around a lot on here, but how can you look at the body of work of Acme and say that they've been good? I mean, look at the record. It's under 500. Look at the draft choices. They've missed way more than they've hit. And I just think, the Bulls fans, first and foremost, don't deserve this. And, I think it's well past time for a change. And if you're going to break it down to the studs, you're going to have all these expiring contracts, and you gave up everything that you gave up for second-round picks. You got no first in return. You're tanking. Charles, last time, have we won a game? Have we won a game since trade deadline?
No.
I thought I knew, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss something because I don't recall a win.
There's not been a win.
So we are full-fledged tank.
Keep talking. I'm going to find out when the last win was for this team. Go ahead.
Well, I can pretty much tell you, but if you're gonna tear it down like we're tearing it down right now, how do you allow the person that forced you to the tear down to build it back again? You know, I mean, how much time do you give him? It's not like he hasn't been given the tools.
Right.
He's been given the tools. He's been given the green light. He's been in charge, you know, and look where we're at. I mean, nowhere. It's awful. And you mean to tell me we're going to now give him another chance to do what? You know, and so I know we kind of been all over the map. We talked Cubs, we talked Bulls, we're talking Bears to Hammond. But it's frustrating because I look at the Bears, you know, and I think about the jump that Caleb Williams made this year.
Yep.
You know, I heard Caleb on Maxx Crosby's pod, The Rush, the other day. Shout out to my man Maxx Crosby. Keep doing the good job, bro. And Chicago.
Great.
Listen, I'm gonna say this before we get back onto that. Before we get back onto the Bears and Hammond, all jokes aside, I think there are people that are afraid what the cost is for Maxx, right?
Yeah.
I don't think Maxx wants to be there anymore. I don't know him. Let me be clear. I don't know him. But I think he's such a gamer. He knows that he's probably got 4 to 5 good years left.
Yep.
And it's probably going to take 3 or 4 to rebuild Vegas, you know, at least. And I'm being kind when I'm saying this. But the thing that I think is worth it about Maxx is not just his ability on the field, because that dude is a game wrecker. I mean, he single-handedly wrecked us when we played.
100%.
Like he was and Caleb was talking about that. He was like, he's all the way to the right, and then he's at the left. How did he get there? He tips up my pass. He intercepts it. He does all of this, you know? Yeah. And it's true. He's a game wrecker. But the thing that I will say about Maxx, and if Maxx sees this, and there's a chance he may, I think he is the perfect Bear. Yeah. I think his attitude, his motor, how filthy he plays the game. He's an alpha male. Like, the Chicago Bears fans would love Maxx Crosby and the energy. I mean, he's the type of dude that wants to go out there with his leg dangling and still play.
Yeah.
And that's the type of dude, that blue-collar type mentality and attitude is what Chicago is and has been built on. And that alone, the aura that he brings, the command that he brings, the leadership that he brings, all of that with a relatively young team still is why it's worth it to go and get Maxx Crosby.
So from what I've been hearing and reading, the Raiders want something that kind of like what the Packers got for Parsons. So 2 first-round picks.
Which I think is a little steep because of Max's age.
But I think at the player that he is, first of all, we talked about this a couple episodes ago. The Bears, where the Bears going to be picking from now on, those first-round picks, bye. We could.
Yeah, no, I mean, you want to be 25 or less.
Yeah,
you want to be 25 or lower,
right?
Moving forward. If you're not, there's a kink somewhere because you should be a Super Bowl contender for the foreseeable future.
So I'm looking at it. Go ahead and boom, give this first round pick this year, the one next year, and if they want a player in return, we got a wide receiver who, you know, is kind of on the bubble with the coaches, and the Raiders need that they need a number one wide receiver. Send DJ out there, man. Send DJ out there. Let him team up with Mendoza. Let him team up with Genty. And there you go. There's your big 3 right there.
I don't think they're going to get 2 first, Charles. I don't. And here's why. I think I could see a first and a second or third in DJ, and I think it would get it done. I do. And you hear people say, you're mortgaging the future of the Bears. Well, what does a late round pick mean? And what does a late first round pick mean when you can find quality second, third, fourth, fifth? Hell, Kyle Monangai was a 7th round pick. If you are doing your damn job, and I'm a draft junkie, I'm a draft nerd. If you're doing your damn job, you can find value at all levels. I mean, Tom Brady, hell.
Right.
Terrell Davis.
I mean, here's my take on the leveraging thing, man. The future's now.
Hell, Maxx Crosby.
The future's now. What are we talking about?
And you got to do it while Caleb's on a rookie contract.
You have to. While all these guys are. Rome's coming up what? Next, is it 2 years? I think Rome's in 2 years, and then that's when everybody starts coming up. The future's right now. Why not?
Caleb and Rome are in lockstep. They're same draft.
So why not push everything in? Hey, first round pick, cool. You want DJ? Cool. Second round pick, okay. I wouldn't give up the second round. I wouldn't give up the second this year. Second, maybe next year. I would hold on to our second this year. I wouldn't give it up the first and second round pick this year. I think that's a little steep because we can still find we still got pieces that we still got holes that we need to fill, and that we can with that second round pick. The first round pick, hey, I get it because it's Maxx Crosby. I would give up a second next year, or a second and third next year. I'm cool with that, but it has to get done. We have to get that edge rusher. We have to get that player that's going to cause havoc on that side of the ball.
I got a couple of questions for you.
Okay.
So
put my thinking
there's been a little rumbling this past week about teams interested in Tyson Bagent.
I saw that the Cardinals were looking at Tyson.
Well, and they're not the only ones. There's multiple teams that are kicking the tires on Tyson Bagent. And I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't give him up for less than a third. I wouldn't.
I saw somebody tweet out that if they want Tyson, they're going to have to send us a first or a second round pick for him. First, we're not going to get a first round pick for him. But
you're not going to get a first for him.
A second rounder, he's
not done anything yet.
Nope.
Like his starts are minimal. Of course, the Bears have already, re-signed him last year, gave him a new deal so he can actually make a little money.
Yeah.
But I'll be honest, like you've got to have a good backup quarterback because yes, Caleb has been very durable, but you don't want to end up in a situation where something happens to him and then you got journeyman Teddy Bridgewater.
Yep.
For the 18th time coming in.
Teddy Two Glove.
Coming fresh off of coaching a high school state championship game. But if you could get a third for him, you almost got to do it. I mean, he's undrafted.
Yeah.
He was an undrafted rookie. And they struck gold on him. I was at the combine with him. I tweeted it out then that he was my sleeper of the quarterback draft.
Wow.
And I've got that thing locked and loaded because I liked him. I liked what I seen. I liked talking to him. And I was like, somebody's going to get a sleeper in Tyson Bagent.
Yeah.
And it was the Bears. And so I was super happy that they were able to – I couldn't believe he didn't get drafted. I was shocked.
They're watching your tweets, bro.
Yeah, they don't care about me. But so there's that. You can recoup a pick there potentially. Okay. Yeah. So if you could get a third for him, you can, a third is great. I think about that. And then I just think about this other question I've got for you. If you had the choice, Charles, would you trade for Maxx Crosby and have to give up draft capital?
Okay.
Or would you sign Trey Hendrickson and pay him a couple years at least? He's going to at least get a 2-year deal for probably $30 million a year. And I think he's older. I'd have to double check that, but I think he's a little bit older than Maxx. But Maxx, you got to give up draft capital. Trey, you got to pay, and he's coming off injuries. Now, Maxx coming off an injury too. Let's be.
I'm looking at ages right now. Trey is 31, and Maxx is 28.
Yeah, that's 3-year difference.
3-year difference.
That's a big difference, bro.
That's a big gap. Right?
I mean, bro, that's like dog years, bro.
Yeah, it's
I mean, that's a lot. 3 years is a lot.
I would say. Now, granted, Trey has been a beast for that Bengals team, right? I think
17 and a half sacks back to back years.
Yeah. 17 and a half sacks. But is that behind him now? 31, coming off.
He didn't even play last year.
Coming off an injury.
He didn't really play. So he's going to be fresh.
I want Maxx Crosby.
Okay.
The upside for Maxx is more than what Trey.
I'm with you. I'm with you because here's the thing. You like we just talked about. When it comes to first round picks, right? Mm-hmm. We expect to be drafting 25 or lower.
Yep.
Moving forward.
Yep.
Like that should be a given. Like that should just be the case. Now, granted, the NFL stands for not for long, but I'm telling you, like there should be an opportunity to be drafting 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Yeah.
Moving forward. And I mean, so what's the difference in that and having a second round pick? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think when you get to the bottom of the first round, you're in gamble mode anyway.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think it all goes back to relying on your scouting, relying on your homework. Don't let your eyes lie to you. And you should be able to get value and get great picks after the first round. This is what I do know. Maxx ain't a damn gamble. No. We know what he can do. And we have seen it up close and personal. And so, like, here's the thing, Charles. If we were going into the draft and I said, Charles, I'm going to give you a crystal ball and you can have Maxx Crosby today, like going into the draft, Maxx Crosby is draft eligible. And you go into that draft and we say, hey, you can have Maxx Crosby, but it's going to cost you the next 2 first-round picks to get it. But you, in hindsight, already know who he is. You're going to do it, right?
I'm making it rain.
So then what's the difference? Like, what's the difference? We know who Maxx Crosby is.
Yep.
So if they're saying, give me 2 firsts to get him, why wouldn't you do it if you know he's a proven commodity? Trey Hendrickson is a proven commodity. So you either got to pay one or you got to trade for one. Or do you say, well, we're cool at 25 and we're going to rely on our scouting. We're going to rely on our room and we're going to draft the guy that's young and on the cheap. And they're going to come in and they're going to be the next Maxx Crosby and next Trey Hendrickson. To me, that is a gamble.
It's a big gamble.
That if you feel like the Bears are going into next season as a Super Bowl contender, and most people believe that, do you want to go in with a gamble of an immediate need that you have? Or do you want to go in with a surefire thing with an immediate need that you have going into a Super Bowl contending season? To me, it just seems obvious.
And you know what else I like, man? I like the fact that Caleb Wynn did this podcast. Because
and I'm pretty sure it's the first one that Maxx has done with a player since the season ended.
Because it feels like it's a little now I'm not trying to get anybody in any trouble. Okay, don't want to get anybody in any trouble.
I don't think it is. I don't think you can. Now, players can recruit players all the time.
But I think it's a little bit of like a hey man, I just want,
and they have mad respect for each other too.
I just want to see what kind of guy you are, man. And that conversation, I didn't watch it all the way through, but I've seen clips of them talking.
I listened to it beginning to end.
And just the clips that I've seen, I'm like, they get a little buddy here.
Well, and so after the game in Vegas, those two had nothing but great things to say about each other in post game. I mean, Maxx Crosby said that dude is one of the toughest dudes I've ever played against. Like he is hard to play against. And then Caleb feels the same exact way. And imagine that. I mean, so here's what I'm gonna ask you, Charles, and I think it's a very obvious answer. On the Bears defense, who is the fucking guy?
I mean, if you're looking at it like that, it would have to be TJ maybe. Because it's not Tez.
I don't think we have one. That's my point.
But that's what I'm saying.
My answer is we don't have one.
If I had to pick one, it's either TJ or it's Brisker. But then it's like
Brisker's gone.
He's getting ready to walk. So I mean, you gotta. I 100% agree with you. I think you gotta have that dog or that guy that you know you can put on the field, and on third down, we need to get off the field. He's gonna make a play, right,
bro? I mean, you gotta have it, and you gotta have that dude when he walks in that huddle. He's that dude,
and he's
that guy.
Bow. Everybody's locked in with him. It's kind of like what we talked about too, man. Chicago's becoming the Bears are becoming more of a destination for players.
100%, 100% agree.
You got the coaching staff in place. Mm-hmm. You got the franchise quarterback in place, and I think what a lot of people don't realize is that franchise quarterback plays a huge difference in free agency, right? For free agents, because you don't want to sign a 3-4 year deal, and you're like, all right, I'm here doing my job on the defense side of the ball, but what they doing over there? What's happening?
No doubt.
What's going on the offense side of the ball? Prime example, you look at the Cardinals right now. Arizona. Have you ever been to Arizona? Have you ever been to their stadium?
I've not been to the stadium, but I've been to Arizona.
Stadium's amazing. Facility is amazing. I went and saw the preseason game with the Cardinals and Bears a few years ago. Amazing facility. But now it's like, who's going to be their quarterback? Mm-hmm. Who's that alpha over there?
They're starting everything over there. They're starting
everything over there.
Everything.
And just a few years ago, Cardinals were like in the playoffs. They were making noise. You got to have the right people in place, and the Bears.
I'm gonna ask you another question.
Finally got it right.
How would you feel if Maxx Crosby ended up as a Detroit Lion?
I would be sick to my stomach.
To me, that's another reason Ryan Poles go get the deal done. You know, he is a Michigan guy.
God,
look where he played college ball at.
Could you imagine him and Hutch?
And there is real talks about that. So just imagine you let that dude get traded to the Detroit Lions.
So
you got to deal with Aiden Hutchinson and Maxx Crosby at the same time, and you're Caleb. Lord,
my God.
Yeah, like, yo, bro, remember that time we was on a podcast together? You know, like. I'm telling you, like, I don't want to see it, and that's the type of move that I could see Brad Holmes making with Detroit. I mean, I could see him do it.
So
and especially they're pissed, about how last season went, bro. Like, they are mad.
So your job when you go up to Indy next week, you need to get polls, and you need to get the Raiders front office together, and just, hey, take them out to dinner. You take them out to dinner. Hey, guys.
I'm taking the rich people out. Okay.
Hey, guys, listen.
That seems right. Let's go have some shrimp cocktail. I don't even like it, but let's go have some shrimp cocktail, because that's the big thing, there. Don't get me wrong. I'll foot that bill.
You got to coordinate that meeting, bro. You got to coordinate.
I'll drop the card. Boop. If it gets Maxx Crosby to Chicago, boop.
I'm just saying. Okay, so let's talk about that, man. You're getting ready to head up to the Combine next week. Like you said, last year, unfortunately, you didn't get to make it last year. But, hey, we're going this year. My guy is going to be there this year. 10 toes down on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Just talk about what's like your favorite part of being at the Combine.
Golly, man, there's so many things about it. I've been multiple times, and I'm just such, I've said it before and I said it earlier. I'm just such a draft nerd.
Yeah.
I've kind of always looked at things analytically back to when I was a kid, getting the results out of the newspaper and like writing in my notebook. And I've always said I've got a friend that I'm close to he's an NFL agent, and he tells me all the time. He was like, JC, like, it's not too late. He's like, go be a GM, you know, go start off giving coffee, whatever you. And I'm like, bro, I would love to. I would love to. And then, of course, God threw me a curveball with this cancer that I'm dealing with. But he told me, he was like, bro, he said your brain is just different. He said the way you analyze and evaluate people is just different. And for me, I don't think I'm anybody special, man. I love the game of football. I've been around it for my whole life.
Yeah.
I've had the privilege of being very close to great football players and athletes, and seeing the differences between, you'll see people and they're like, oh, this guy's a stud. And I'm like, look, just because he scored 5 touchdowns and, BFE Alabama on a Friday night and then went home and did whatever with the cheerleader doesn't mean he can play in the NFL. Like, just because, they're the American Conference Player of the Year doesn't mean they're going to be in the NFL. And you just have to be able to look and evaluate these guys. A huge part of it, too, that I've learned getting to be around these GMs and these team presidents and kind of picking their brains and asking them questions and whatnot. And you see the ones who are really good at it. Like, you think about one of the best at it, in my personal opinion, is John Lynch. John Lynch went from a player to a front office guy, and I think he does a phenomenal job in San Francisco. And I look at what he does. Brett Veach at Kansas City. I've talked to him, talked to Coach Andy Reid. Those two guys are incredible. They're highly intelligent. I'm a nobody to them, but I have had the opportunity to talk to those guys and to hear how they evaluate things, and to be, what you would consider the model franchise in the NFL right now, even in a down year. Kansas City Chiefs are a really good organization.
Yeah.
And so I really like to hear the interviews. I like to be part of the interviews. The on the field stuff is fun, but running a straight line 40 doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're seeing a offensive lineman running a 4.8 40, you're like, oh, what?
Right.
It just talks about their athleticism, but you're never going to ask them to run a 4.8 40 ever for any reason. You're not going to do it, but you see the athleticism for them. You can see their feet, watch their feet, how well they do, how strong is their upper body, and there's a lot of things that you look at. And, I've obviously gotten a lot of things wrong with guys, but I've gotten a lot of things right too. And I think it's that. I think I like testing myself. I think because I always make notes in my phone, or I'll put it out in public on Twitter. I'll put it there, and you can go back and look at it, time and date stamped, and you'll find some where I was completely wrong. But then you'll find some that I was right. And I really like the self-evaluation. Like, I like to look and go, man, JC, you were wrong about this guy. You were right about this guy. And so it's kind of like an evaluation type thing. And because I do. I mean, I wish, that would have been a lifelong goal of mine, was to be a GM in the NFL or a team president, just to be through this process and build a franchise I would love nothing more in my lifetime. It probably would never happen, obviously, but I would love to be in a war room for the draft.
Me too, bro.
It's a dream of mine. So Chicago Bears.
Listen,
it would be a dream of mine to just sit. I'd sit there, shut up. I'd throw my phone in the corner, whatever you want. I would love to be there and be a part of that. It's a dream of mine. But when you say favorite part, Charles, it's hard, because from the moment you get there, it's the who's who of the NFL walking the hallways with you. I mean, I will never, ever, speaking of John Lynch, I will never forget. I walk into the restroom, I'm at the urinal, I'm going to the bathroom, and all of a sudden I feel like this shadow over me, and then another shadow over me, and I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, I was thinking about the urinal game. Like, you got all these urinals, and now I got one on each side of me. Like, what's up? You got more room, And but to my right, it was a regular dude to my left, but to my right, it was John Lynch. And you're just in there, and the respect that they give you and how well you're treated by the NFL and by the coaches and the GMs and the prospects and ESPN and NFL Network and everybody. Like everybody treats you so great. It really is a big camaraderie. So I really enjoy that. But probably if I had to pick one thing that I love the most, it's getting to talk to the prospects and getting to know them as people.
Yeah.
Like asking them like real life questions and not just seeing them with a helmet on and their numbers on and their name on the back of a jersey. Like to actually get to know the person, because honestly, that's kind of played a role with me when I'm kind of evaluating where I would have a guy.
Mm-hmm.
Their field stuff checks off, their film checks off, their mental checks off.
Yeah.
Their character checks off. You can just kind of pick up on it because who's fronting. And I could throw somebody out right now because I called it way back then, and
do it.
I wasn't wrong.
Do it.
And I could throw it. I could
do it. Do it.
I could do it right now, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
I'm proud of
you.
But
they're a wide receiver.
Shocker.
And they've been on multiple teams since they were drafted about 4 years ago. And they played at SEC school that's very well known. And I'm not going to say anymore.
Okay. There you go. Hey, I got you.
But man, you kind of get to know these guys a little bit, and I had a really good conversation with Bryce Young years ago. And, I think a lot of people were ready to bury him. But that dude has shown strides. I love his mentality. I love his character. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks you'll ever see. He was just put in a shitty situation in Carolina. I mean, hell, you get him and you get rid of his best weapon.
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, CMC.
Send him out. Get him out of there.
You trade DJ Moore. Like what?
What do you expect?
What are you doing to a rookie quarterback? And he did. I thought he showed strides, but you couldn't ask to talk to a better young man. And I think he's gifted. I do. Some people might think I'm crazy, but I think he's gifted. And I think next year, I think he's going to be incredible. I'm just going to be honest. I think he's got a great head coach that's perfect for him. And but that's my favorite part, Charles. Sorry to be long-winded about this, but just getting to know these guys and asking them those type of questions and see who they really are behind the helmet is probably my favorite part.
I mean, for somebody who has never been, right, I love sitting at the house and just watching the combine from beginning to end. And, for me, I'm not a big 40 guy. I love seeing the wide receivers and, like, corners run the 40 because then you get, like, those guys who might get that 4.28 or that 4.25.
So I was there. I was there in person when Xavier Worthy, when he broke the record. I was there. So I was sitting right at the finish line.
Wow.
Like front row, finish line, right here. And as soon as he took off, I went,
yeah,
like this dude's different.
Yeah.
And when he did it, because they let fans in.
Yeah.
They let fans in and everybody knew it. Like before it was confirmed, it was like, wow. And so that was pretty electric.
And that's what I'm saying. Like seeing that is cool, but I love seeing the on the field drills, right?
Mm-hmm.
The linebackers doing their thing, wide receivers and quarterbacks doing their thing, running backs, getting shifty and all that. That's the kind of stuff I love to see because it's like you can. Again, there's rarely a time where you're running a straight line.
100%. Yeah.
Rarely a time for that. So I love sitting back just watching that, and then I also love hearing like, the GMs and the coaches go up into the do interviews and they talk about what they're looking at and what they're seeing. I go back. I'm a gamer, so like I get on the Madden. And I'm like, I'm my own GM. I'm trying to rebuild, take the worst team and turn them in. And the first thing I do is, all right, we going into the draft. I'm looking at this guy. Oh, okay, he's got this speed. The combine tells me this, and that. That stuff is fun to me, man. And like you talked about how you used to write in your notebook, bro. I'm sure I can dig something up here in the next episode, probably, of just the notebooks that I have that are NBA draft, NFL draft, NFL combine. I even watched, God pray for me, the NBA combine, which I think is the worst combine ever.
It's pretty bad.
It's
pretty
terrible.
bad.
But I
watched it. It's
you know
bad,
what I'm saying?
but I watched it.
But I'm with you. I'm a draft nerd. I literally watch from the first pick to Mr. Irrelevant in both drafts. That's how I've always been. Doesn't matter where I'm at. I could be going to cover something. I could be the draft. If the draft is on, it's on my phone. It's on the right something. So yeah, I mean, for me,
yeah, I got a tradition, Charles. I got a tradition. So when I'm at the draft, like when I'm on the road for the draft, and Lord willing, health wise, I plan on being in Pittsburgh. I had to miss last year, of course, as everybody knows. But I have a tradition. No matter where I'm at.
Yep.
Whether I'm in Kansas City, whether I'm in Detroit, whether I'm going to be in Pittsburgh, no matter where I'm at for the NFL draft, the night before, I watch Draft Day.
Oh, I love that movie, bro.
I watch it. That is my tradition.
Bro.
I watch it the night before. And yeah, here's a quick little story for you. So years ago, I was in Cleveland, but I was there for the NCAA bowling national championships.
Okay.
I went to Cleveland. My former radio partner, rest in peace, Uncle Walls, was too sick to go. And so I went to Cleveland solo. Well, while I was in Cleveland for the bowling national championship, Draft Day released and premiered.
Wow.
I went and seen Draft Day in Cleveland.
Wow.
At the movie theaters with a bunch of Cleveland fans in the theater with me, because that's what Draft Day is about, the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
And so I got to see the very first showing of Draft Day in Cleveland, Ohio. And I've loved the movie ever since. And it's one of my favorite movies. I wish they'd do a sequel, to be honest with you.
They could.
It's one of my favorite movies. But that is my tradition, Charles, is the night before the draft. If I'm out of town, and I typically am, I'm streaming it. I'm streaming it because I travel with a Roku. So if I'm in a hotel, Airbnb, whatever it may be, I got a Roku with me, and I stream Draft Day, and I watch it.
Shout out to Chadwick Boseman, man. God, dog, that's such a good movie, man. That's
wild,
such a good movie. That's
it's great because it's as close as you're going to get to what it's like.
Facts.
I mean, it's as close as you're going to get. Pancake eating MFer.
I think we watched that last year, and I think it was wifey's first time watching it, and she was like stressed out watching it. She's like, he did what? He traded all those picks? What? Listen, man, that
Vontae Mack, no matter what.
Vontae Mack, no matter what, man. No, listen, man, I'm excited for the combine. I'm excited that you're gonna be there this year, man. Real talk. I'm excited that you get to go. And
if timing would have been better, you'd have been with me.
Listen, man, here's the thing.
We got to work on that.
It's okay. We're just getting started. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but the draft is just around the corner.
Talk about it. Listen, and stuff is falling into place where we could make that happen. But for real, I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited to see the content that you get while you're out there. I know you, and I know how hard you work when it comes to this stuff. So
that's why we vibe so well, because you're a hardworking dude too.
Yeah,
so
this
is perfect.
Next week is gonna be crazy, man. Next week's gonna be crazy. Talk about next week. We'll look ahead just a little bit. Cubs play Friday. We're taping this Thursday. Not sure what day this is going up, but if you look at their schedule for spring training, the Cubs play every day.
Yep.
For 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Every
day for 2 weeks. I mean, obviously, it's just spring training, so we're not going to see. I mean, you're going to see some of the main guys, but you're not going to see some of the main guys. We got the crosstown rivalry to start things off, and then it's Texas, San Fran, a little bit of everybody in there. JC, going into spring training, I know we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier. What do you want to see out of the Cubs in spring training before the season starts? Going into March.
It's very easy. It's easy for me because opening day is in March.
Yep.
I mean, it's bumped up. It's
Thursday,
very easy
26th.
for me. It's very easy. I think the roster is set. I don't think there's going to be anybody that even, you always have those spring training surprises. You have those guys that, bat 480 and hit 3 home runs, and everybody's like, oh, put him on the roster, put him on the roster.
Yeah.
It's spring training.
Yeah.
You call them spring training all-stars, and it's just – I think the Cubs roster is set. I think the 40-man – I think every bit of that is already set. I'm going to be honest with you. So for me, it's very easy. I want to see the Cubs break camp healthy.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't want to see any injuries. I want them to get their swings in. I want them to get their reps in. I want to see some arms getting loose, on the pitching side of things. But I just want them to break camp healthy. That's it for me. Because I'll be honest with you, spring training, I love baseball. I don't love spring training.
Yeah.
Just purely from the standpoint. Now, I do enjoy getting to see the young Cubs. I do love seeing those guys get some swings in, being a part of some of these games. And so, yeah, I want to see that, obviously. But I think the most important thing that I care about is just seeing them get through all of spring training healthy. And we start opening day with that full roster intact, rotation set, bullpen set. They've already come out and said DP is going to be the closer, which I think is good for Palencia, especially with the way he finished the season. My daughter and I were at Wrigley for they played the Nationals at the end of the season, just a regular season matchup. We went to a day game, and Palencia came in with a substantial lead, and that's when he got yanked because he got blasted, and I don't think he recorded an out, and he got hurt. And this was before the playoffs. And we did get to hear Gasolina in person. But, my daughter, and I told my daughter when DP was coming out of the bullpen, I went, oh, boy. And she was like, what, Dad? And I said, if his control is on, he's phenomenal. If he's off, he's going to walk a dozen. He's going to get drilled.
Yeah.
And I said, that's kind of his MO, and that's just what I'm fearful of. And she goes, I know, Dad, he can't throw a strike. Well, I'll be damned. I think I'm trying to remember how many. It was like 5 runs.
Jeez.
Like, we lost the game to the Nationals.
Wow.
And, I mean, but Palencia, I think, is probably a smart play by Craig Counsell, already designating him as the closer. He can go into spring training knowing that's his role. It's his to lose. He ain't got to worry about looking over his shoulder and this and that and the other. I mean, he's got filthy stuff. He just has to learn to find the zone. He's just got to trust his pitches. He's got to trust his location. And he's just got to throw strikes, man. You're going to have one of the best defenses in all of baseball behind you. And so you've got to trust that. If you're not giving up the long ball, those cats are going to track it down. Just please don't hit it to right field. But
I was just thinking that.
one of the best defenses in all of baseball, except for one person.
Except for that right field.
Say I love you. But yeah, man. I just love baseball.
Yeah.
And to be here today, Charles, on a Thursday, yes, we're recording this on Thursday. We don't know what day we're going to drop it, but nonetheless. But you got Cubs, White Sox tomorrow. That's exciting. I hate the White Sox. Sorry, White Sox fans. But I don't hate them like I say hate the Brewers.
Okay.
I probably hate the Brewers more than I hate the Cardinals now, which my whole life I've despised the Cardinals. But I feel like it's just been the Cardinals have failed so much that the Brewers have kind of overtaken, and that L flag is still sticking with me.
Yeah.
That is still sticking with me. So, I mean, I kind of have a hard time letting that go. And then, of course, I was at the Cubs-Brewers playoff series at Wrigley, and it just makes you even hate them even more. And but I'm excited, man, and I'll be honest with you, for you White Sox fans that are watching this and listening to this pod, but please like, subscribe, share, tell all your friends, all that stuff. I do want to give respect to Chris Getz and what they're doing on the South Side. I do think they at least have a direction now. Now, if Chris Getz could go into Reinsdorf's office and say,
Do
"Hey,
it with
I've
the
got this
Bulls.
going in the right direction. Can we? Do you need my help with the Bulls?
Do it with the
Do you need my
Bulls,
help with the
sir.
Bulls too?" But I do think if you're a White Sox fan, you should see a much improved team this year. I really do. I think you got some really good young talent, and I'm excited to see what they look like too. Because I think it's just better. I think it's better when the Sox and the Cubs are good, and you have that crosstown showdown, and you can hate each other because we definitely hate each other, but I do think it's good when they're good. It's kind of like the Cardinals, man. You want to see them get better.
They're awful. They're gonna be awful this year.
They're really bad, and
Yeah, they're gonna be really bad.
I mean, it doesn't hurt my feelings
Not mine either.
because where we live,
It's oh my god, it's gross.
it's horrendous.
It's so bad.
It just like it's so bad. I'll throw up my mouth and I'll eat it again. Because it's terrible. Like I can't stand it.
Listen, man.
But with all that being said, Charles, I mean, I think for us as Bears fans, Bulls fans, Cubs fans, I'm a casual Blackhawks fan. The Bears, I think, are trending in the right direction. The Cubs most people have as the second best team in the National League.
Yeah.
Have them as a World Series contender behind the Dodgers in their $1.9 billion payroll or whatever it is now.
With a B.
With a B. And then, at least the Bulls have tore it down to an extent. Maybe we'll get a direction. And then again, to kind of bookend what we started with the Bears going to Ammon potentially, I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I don't hate it at all. That is Chicagoland area. It is all Chicago fans in that part of Northwest Indiana. If they're willing to do everything that the Bears are needing and then some, like it appears is the case, and if Illinois don't want to get on board and Governor Pritzker doesn't want to play ball and he wants to continue to act like the Bears aren't valuable, that's what's pissing me off more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
Is this lunatic who, by the way, is committing political suicide right now. I'm just telling you right now. You are committing. If you lose the Chicago Bears to Northwest Indiana, your political career is over.
Goodbye.
It's over, bro. And I'm talking to you. Your career is over. And and he's a billionaire.
Yeah.
That's what's wild.
Yeah.
He is talking about not wanting to help billionaires fund a stadium. And he is a billionaire himself and as a politician being paid from the people of Illinois.
Make it make sense. Here's my thing, man. Baseball wise, you know me. I'm not the biggest baseball connoisseur.
This is gonna be your biggest year.
This is gonna be my biggest year, and that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited to actually sit down and get invested again to the Cubs. My last time I was like really about the Cubs was when they won the World Series. That year was magical for me because like I was able to be a part of something that hadn't happened in over 100 years, right? So now you go into this year, and I'm excited, man. I've been talking with you. I've been talking with a couple other people about baseball, and I'm just like, yeah, I can get into it. It's a long season, you know what I'm saying? But
it's very long.
But the fact that I got you to kind of lean on when it comes to, hey man, why are we doing this? Why aren't we doing this? You know what I mean? You can help me out with that, and the other homies can tell me about what's going on across Major League Baseball. I'm just excited, man. I'm a sports junkie, and now like this is how bad I am as a sports junkie, man. We're sitting up here watching the Olympics, okay? And I'm watching everything. We were watching curling the other night, and I got so hyped watching curling. I don't know what the hell the scoring is, right? I don't know how they score this thing. I know you got to, but like,
bro, I'd have the best curling pose,
bro. I'm talking like, yo, hold on. But see, what you missed was this girl. She hit it like this. You ready?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, bro. It's like,
and you can hear the angels singing.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. By the way, shout out to U.S. women's hockey.
Come on now, I watched
capturing
the game live,
gold
bro.
today.
listen, that move she put on old girl at the end. I said, okay, you a bad girl. You're a bad girl.
Let's get it, ladies. I love it. I love it.
I'm just excited, man. And you know, listen, I was talking with our homie Cade, and he was like, hey, you got to come up to Chicago with me and JC. I said, He's
actually texting me right now.
Less. We going to figure out a weekend for me to come up there with y'all, catch a game.
Bro, we were already talking. So the plan is opening day.
Well, that's not going to happen. I'm just going to let you know that now. I'm not going
to. Bro, no, seriously, real talk. No, listen though.
I hear you.
Real talk. We've got it figured out to where we can fly in, fly out same day.
So opening day is on Thursday. Not going to be able to do it, especially that time of the month. Not going to be able to do it.
All right, so I'm going to be FaceTiming Charles from Wrigley. Charles, you're here with me. Opening day, Wrigley. And what will be great is Cade and I were at the last game at Wrigley.
Okay.
Because that was game 4 in LDS. Yep. And then obviously we went to Milwaukee in game 5. We know what happened. So we closed out the season at Wrigley, and our plan is to open. That's our plan. Lord willing and health willing and all that good stuff is to be there. I love Wrigley. Obviously y'all know how I feel about Chicago. So, I'm looking
at the schedule. April, I might be able to fools with y'all, man. The Mets come to town. Got the Phillies. Well, now the Phillies series is in the middle of the week.
I'm gonna tell you, it is a quick and easy flight.
The Mets is a weekend series. I'm just throwing that out there. Arizona in May, like the first weekend in May. Just throw that out.
Cade likes to drive into town. I like to fly into town. Listen, I'll be there when you get there, man.
I was about to say, I don't know if I can make that drive. Listen, I'm not a road trip guy.
I don't like it.
I'm not a road trip guy.
I don't like the drive.
We're actually planning. Dan is he's doing the football camps, and we're planning those camps out and everything. And last year we drove down to Austin. Now,
that's a jaunt. I've been there.
That Dallas drive.
Because I've driven all the way to San Marcos.
So listen,
which is right there.
Yeah. So earlier this year,
San Antonio, Austin, San Marcos.
We did the Dallas drive, right? And I was like, this isn't.
It's easy.
That compared to that Austin drive,
tricky. It's tricky as hell, though. You get to Dallas, and you're like, oh, we made it to Dallas because, of course, we just had our bowl game there.
Yep.
And it's nothing. But here's the thing. If you're trying to go to San Antonio, Austin, or San Marcos,
oh my God.
When you get to Dallas, you're like, oh, this ain't bad. And then you're like, I want to rip my face off. This is so awful.
I was like, yo. And
it's terrible.
So we get there.
It's terrible.
And it's midnight, something like that. And we got to go check into the hotel, get up early the next morning, go over to UT for the camp. We're at the camp all day. It is disgustingly hot. Okay?
Oh, I could have told you that.
It's inside and outside. So we just had the baby. So I was like, wifey, you stay in the bubble. I'm going to go outside with him. I'm fine. I'm trying to find shade. I'm trying to find a mister. It's something, bro.
I'm passing out.
It was so bad. So look.
Hey, Daniel. Pasta, see you when you're done. We gonna roll video, all right? I just be putting a tripod.
Listen,
we gonna do film. We gonna do film when this is over.
Hands sweating, holding the camera. I'm like, God. So we leave Austin. Okay, we leave Austin at because it was a turnaround trip for us. We left at 3:30. The traffic leaving Austin was so. And I lived there. I used to live there for 2 years, right? And it was the traffic was when I was there.
It's a lot worse now. I was just there.
So bad.
Yep, I was just there.
I was like,
I was there last year. It's terrible.
Listen, he hit it.
Ask Joe Rogan. That's where Rogan's at now.
Is he really?
Ask Joe Rogan. He's in Austin now, and he'll it's
he hit us.
It's wild.
Dan hit us with the, hey man, I think I want to go back to the Austin camp this year. We were like, Now with that,
How about Ole Miss?
So he wanted to go to He wanted to go to Baton Rouge. He wanted to do the LSU one.
Bro, my daughter graduated from LSU vet school.
Yeah.
So my daughter spent 4 years in Baton Rouge. Want me to tell you how much that drive sucks?
Oh, I already
want
know.
Want me to tell you how many times I've been to Lafayette?
Oh, but that's what I'm saying.
No. That drive sucks too.
There's no, like, where he wants to go to school, there's no good drives, bro. None of them. Because he wants
Well, here's the thing. Just tell him to keep putting that work in. And then, they'll be flying y'all in for visits. You won't have to drive.
You know what I told him? I go,
he need an agent. I'm your guy.
You got a university right up the street. We ain't got to drive that far.
I tell you what, Daniel, I'm gonna drive you there.
Listen, man.
I'm gonna tell you what. We're gonna fly private. We're going out to the municipal. We gonna land. Welcome into Jonesboro.
We here, man. We here.
We here for the visit, baby. Woo! Hey, hang on. Let me get that video. You getting off that jet? Off that jet. All right, now let's hop on Aggie and get our ass to the university.
God, that's funny. But, bro, listen, man, we got a lot going on this next week.
We do.
I'm excited for it. Baseball's back. You're headed to the combine. Bulls are going to bull, and we'll see what happens with the Bears, man.
I'm excited. And that's the beautiful thing about the offseason in the NFL. There's really not an offseason, to be truthful. You've got combine coming up. You got free agency coming up. You got the draft coming up. And then before you know it, OTAs are going to be happening, and we're going to be
right in the swing of things,
getting right back into preseason.
Yep.
And so, no, I mean, it's so active. The NFL has become a year-round deal. People are always like, "Oh, it's slow right now." I'm like, "What's slow? Have you been?"
Because I'm like,
the Super Bowl just ended.
You got people getting cut. You got people getting franchise tag.
We got the combine next week. We got pro days coming, which you and I will be.
Yes, sir.
We got a pro day to attend. Yes, oh my God. So we've got that coming. I mean, bro, we've got baseball. We got college baseball going on. We got college basketball going on. By the way, shout out to them Red Wolves blowing out them Cajuns by 17.
Come on now.
So I like that. Let's go.
We love to hear that.
But anyway, man, there's so much going on that we're busy. We got a ton of content. But, man, again, I want to shout out to all you guys and gals that watch us, listen to us. We're very grateful. Help us build this thing. We want to build it into something huge. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like it. Make sure you follow it.
Yes,
make sure you
sir.
share it. Hey, comment too.
Please
love
comments.
Like we want the comments. We're going to do some stuff on Twitch. We're going to do some stuff live. We're just kind of tweaking everything, getting it the way we want it. This is episode 5, which is wild to me.
Crazy.
Wild already that we're at episode 5, bro. But we got some things we want to do. We got bigger and better things coming, man. And Lord willing, my health keeps holding up, and I can be here as long as I can be here and rock it with my man Charles, and we can do the damn thing, man.
We're going to ride these wheels off, bro. Hey, side note, Chandler dropped 31 tonight, bro.
And needed. 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 Come on, bro.
On his birthday, too. Anyways, like my guy JC said, man, hey, we appreciate you guys always coming through, showing love to the videos, man, showing love to all the socials. Keep it coming, man. Keep it coming. We got
absolutely.
We got a lot of stuff on the way, and we want y'all to be a part of it. Till next week, my guy. I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, you too, bro. And one more thing. Y'all don't know this, OTC fam. Congratulations to Charles. Congratulations. We can't say nothing yet.
Talk right now.
But big ups to my man. Big ups to my man, Sir Charles.
We got something to talk about next week for sure, bro.
There we go. Man. OTC, episode 5. We out.